Outside of the two featured on the box, Pokémon Scarlet and Violet feature a total of 4 legendary Pokémon that can be captured by players. All 4 of them, dubbed the Treasures of Ruin, seem to share some kind of bond. They could also be obtained in a similar way. Explore the world's map for 8 colored stakes in the ground, pull all of them out, and the legendary Pokémon will be freed, appearing at a shrine to battle. Today we'll be going over the locations for each of the green stakes in order to catch Ting Lu, the Dark Ground member of the legendary Treasures of Ruin. Let's not waste any more time and get into each and every one of those locations. Before starting your quest to find the stakes, you could go to the Academy and speak to the history professor, Ryfort. After completing her midterm and final exam, follow her around the Academy until she starts talking to you about the 4 Pokémon of Ruin. By the way, here are all the answers just in case. She will place the locations of each of the 4 legendary shrines on your map. The stakes for each legendary are in close vicinity to their respective shrine. However, this is not mandatory, and I came across some of these stakes during my initial playthrough long before I spoke with Ryfort and got these shrines on the map. But I think it's still worth mentioning. Seeing the shrines on your map will help keep you on track, it becomes a fast travel point, and it's exactly where you can fight the legendary Pokémon when it is freed from its prison. I'd also strongly recommend finishing the main story before going after these legendaries, or at least completing the Path of Legend storyline and unlocking all of the overworld abilities for your Koraidon or Miraidon. Being able to climb and glide makes finding these stakes a lot easier, and I know for a fact you can't collect some of the stakes in today's video without Surf. The 8 green stakes we are looking for today can all be found in the northwestern area of the map, near the Ground Blight Shrine, and really surrounding Casaroya Lake. The first stake could be found just south of Casaroya Lake in a cave at this spot here. This one is pretty easy to eyeball as you can see it glowing from a distance in the dark cave. The others may not be so easy to find, especially during the daytime, so look closely at the location of my player character on the map. Green Stake 2 could be found just a short distance north from that cave, beside the water, right here. Head west from there, and we could find Green Stake 3 on this cliffside looking over the lake. From there, head directly north, and you'll find Green Stake 4 on a cliffside facing the western seas of Paldea. Head east to the snowy area on the map, and you'll find Green Stake 5 on the northern edge of the mountain right here. Head southeast to this spot near where the grassy area meets the snow. Just on the other side of a small waterfall, you'll find Green Stake 6 beside this rock right here. Head northwest to Lake Casaroya, and we can find Green Stake 7 on the small island in the southern area of the lake. And finally, Green Stake 8 can be found on the big central island in the middle of the lake. This one is hard to miss. Once all 8 have been collected, you'll hear a mysterious cry coming from the shrine. It's time to head over to the Ground Blight Shrine and catch this legendary Pokemon. After touching the shrine, Ting Lu will attack at level 60. Again, that shouldn't be too bad for your party to take on if you finish the game's main story. The 4 Treasures of Ruin all have a catch rate of 6, making them the hardest wild Pokemon to catch in all of Scarlet and Violet. We might encounter some with a catch rate of 3 in upcoming DLC, but for now, these guys are the absolute toughest, so spare no expense in getting your team ready and buying the Pokeballs necessary. All legendary Pokemon catching rules from the other games still apply here. You're going to want to get it down to 1 HP, put it to sleep, and start chucking those Pokeballs. In Scarlet and Violet, you receive the false swipe TM from Jock in the biology lab if you show him you've caught 30 unique species of Pokemon. False Swipe is key for catching these legendary Pokemon, so I taught it to my Bisharp right away and knew he'd be my ace when it came to whittling down the HP of these legendaries. I also caught a Screamtail, which has very high HP, speed, and special defense. It was great at tanking attacks from legendaries, and most important of all, it knew Sing. So once I got it down to 1 HP with Bisharp, now Kingambit, and put it to sleep with Screamtail, it was time to start chucking Timer Balls, which could be purchased easily at any Pokemart. After 10 turns have passed, the Timer Ball reaches its maximum 4x catch rate multiplier, which is as high as it gets when trying to catch one of these legendary Pokemon, short of using your Master Ball. For comparison, a regular Pokeball is a 1x multiplier, and an Ultra Ball is a 2x multiplier. Timer Ball is definitely the way to go, and it's how I caught all 4 Treasures of Ruin. Even with its massive multiplier, Ting Lu still took a lot of throws to catch, even at 1 HP and asleep. It took me 14 Timer Balls to catch, so I'd go in with 30 at the very least, just to be safe. Eventually, with enough persistence, the legendary Pokemon will be yours, but it might take a while. If you're having trouble keeping your party alive while trying to catch the powerful legendary Pokemon, consider grinding against some Chanseys in the northern area of the map to level up your team and get them stronger. I've made a whole separate video outlining this XP grinding method, so definitely check it out if you're having trouble taking some of the powerful blows from the Treasures of Ruin. Also, one more thing. If you accidentally defeat one of these legendaries, you can come back to the shrine later to challenge them once again. I don't have the exact time down, but when trying to catch wo-chien, it struggled itself to death. I came back to the shrine about 2 hours later in real time, and wo-chien had returned, and I was able to fight it again and ultimately catch it. With that, we're going to wrap it up for today. If you like this video and want to see more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet guides and content, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll have videos up in the coming days outlining the locations of all the other stakes for the remaining 3 legendary Treasures of Ruin Pokemon, so definitely look forward to that soon. But until next time, thanks so much for watching everyone, and take care.